How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the next lecture in which we're going to talk about the download and installation of TIA Portal. This is a very important step as we will be programming the Siemens PLCs, and the IDE of choice, of course, is TIA Portal. I'm going to be showing you all the steps to download TIA Portal for free for a trial period. We're going to go through the installation process, which again has a couple of different nuances. If you're looking to learn PLC programming, if you're looking to work with Siemens hardware, if you're looking to program HMIs in WinCC, this is going to be the perfect starting point. Before you go down this path, it is important to consider some of the requirements and guardrails when it comes to installing TIA Portal version 21. And in this case, we're going to reference the FAQ ID article 109995165, which describes with which versions TIA Portal version 21 is going to be compatible or incompatible with. So if you have a previous installation of any of those softwares, it is important to go through and understand what is possible and where you might run into some issues. I'm not going to go through all of the details, but it is important to pay attention to what you're running in terms of TIA Portal, what you're running in terms of WinCC, and understand what is or isn't compatible with your current system. That being said, if you're ready to proceed with the required download files, what you can reference to as well is going to be the article ID number 109989774. And if you simply go into any browser of your choice and search for that number, include Siemens, you will find the document that describes the files that you need to download to make this happen. So if you're going to go through this on your own machine, highly recommend pulling up this specific reference to download the same files that we will be discussing in this video. And so what you will notice first and foremost is, of course, the two DVDs, the product setup for Step 7 Basic, as well as Professional and Advanced. And there's going to be, like I said, two ISO files to download. So I'm going to click on the first one. I will be required to create an account, which we will do as well. There's going to be two files and then a few other things that we need to download. If you don't already have a Siemens account, we can simply type in, so I'm going to use vlads2 at joltek.com. I'm going to press on create one, and Vlad Romanov vlads2 again at joltek.com. I have read the terms. Let's press on continue, and we're going to get a confirmation email. So I'm going to type in a password here. Of course, it needs to be fairly complex, so let me just create that on the side. We're going to put in the password, click on create. Perfectly fine. So we should get an email from Siemens to validate our login. All right, so now that we are logged in, as you can see, we already have the first file being downloaded, which is the TIA Portal Step 7 Safety WinCC version 21.ISO. We also need to get the second DVD, so I'm going to click on the second file to download, and that's going to be added to my queue right there. If you wish to use TIA Portal in a different language other than English, there's going to be a couple of other tools and files to download. There's also going to be, if you're looking to simulate or if you're looking to run PLCSIM, there's going to be a separate file you can install on top of this. We're not going to go through that installation, but something to be aware of. And so we're going to wait for the downloads to finish and then proceed to the next steps. If you're unfamiliar with the ISO extension of a file, it is a commonly used file for DVDs. Therefore, we need to install the appropriate software to be able to open and thus install TIA Portal from the files we have just downloaded. So I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to search for a tool called PowerISO. There's going to be different variations. You may already have something on your machine that allows you to mount those images, but in this case, I'm running it in a virtual machine, so I'm going to download PowerISO so that I can mount the two files that we have downloaded. As you can see, there's going to be the PowerISO button listed as the first result of the search. And in this case, I want to make sure that I download the right software. So PowerISO, we're going to click on free download. Again, this is going to download, let's see here, the 64-bit edition for our Windows environment. We are going to start by installing PowerISO because, as I've mentioned, this is what will allow us to install the DVDs that we have downloaded. So I'm going to double click on PowerISO and go through the installation steps. We're going to agree to the terms and conditions. We're going to install in the default location. That should be. We're going to associate the ISO files with what we're looking for in terms of PowerISO, and we're going to press on close. I had to reboot the machine so that we get access to the PowerISO tools. You will have to do that as well. I'm going to just double check that we have the right files. I'm going to open the downloads section, and here we will find both of the TIA Portal DVDs. One is just the regular one. The second one is DVD 2. And what I need to do now, and I'm going to hide my image for just a moment so you can see a little bit better, is I'm going to open the bottom right bar. Again, this is going to be a little bit different if you're running Windows 10 perhaps, but you should see this PowerISO Virtual Drive Manager. We're going to click on it, we're going to mount image to drive, and we could have made it easier if we wanted to mount both of those DVDs at once, but in this case I'm only going to select one because this is ultimately what you would be doing if you were to purchase the actual DVDs. And so in this case we're going to mount the first one. I'm going to click on open. And you're not going to see anything different. What we do need to do is navigate to this PC, and you will see that the Step 7 Safety WinCC version 21 is basically now a drive in our system. And so here what I can do is I can double click this, and what I will find is the start of the application. What you will sometimes find is that if you run directly from the DVD, you're going to get this fault, which is incorrect function. The contents of the DVD need to be copied onto your machine. I'm going to select everything, right click, press on copy. We're going to move this to my PC on disk C. And so I'm going to create a new folder. Let's say here, TIA Portal V21. Open it up, and I'm going to paste everything in. At this point, now that we have all the contents on the machine, I'm going to double click on start. You will notice that the installation proceeds as expected. We will need to, however, mount the second DVD in just a moment, as it will be requested during the installation procedure. All we need to go through is the normal installation steps. We're going to install this in English. We're going to press on next. It will notify us that we're going to be required to have 2 DVDs. I'm going to press on next. We're going to select the typical installation. As you will notice, we need 10 gigs of hard disk space, in which case we do have plenty. I'm going to install it in the default directory. I'm going to press on next. And we should be proceeding with the installation, which can take quite a bit of time depending on what kind of hardware you are running. I do have a virtual machine in this case, so I'm not going to show you the entire process. And we're going to have the port number, press on next. TIA Automation Update Server, press on next. I'm going to accept the security and permission settings, press on next. And we're going to hit install. As you may notice, we have 78 minutes remaining for the installation. I'm not going to have you sit through these 78 minutes, and I will see you on the other side. After a little over half an hour, about 40 minutes or so, TIA Portal finally installed. I rebooted the machine as it requested at the very end. So you'll notice here I have the TIA Portal version 21 installed. What I can do now is, of course, double click the shortcut and it should open the software from which I can start creating new projects, connect to PLCs. As you can see, we can proceed to create the first project on this machine. In any case, that's all we have for you today. If you have any questions, if you get stuck on any of the installation or download steps, don't hesitate to leave us a comment, don't hesitate to reach out, and we will see you next time.